Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. If you've been wondering where we disappeared to over the past month plus time frame, and many of you did, you won't wonder anymore. Today's episode
I guess many of you guessed right.
Many of you did guess right, but thank you for your concern and your comments while we're gone. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. You ready to talk about it?
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and get today's episode underway. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Let's just jump right into it. The main thing about today is we were gone for a while. A lot of people knew that we were gone because there was a bunch of comments on the vlog site, people saying things like, "Where are you guys? Are you okay? Or you're not sick? Or are you on vacation or something like that?" Well, we sort of went on a vacation, but not quite a vacation.
We have to renew a lot of things. Renew our licenses.
Well, we were gone. We realized that we just came from 2 years of a pandemic. There was a lot of interruptions with flight services and things like that. So we weren't able to get back to the U.S. And we had a lot of things in the U.S. that we had to, it was business that we had to take care of. And then at the same time, we had friends and family that we had to visit in the U.S. So it was kind of a private thing, not a vlogging kind of event. Although in the middle of our stay, in the U.S., we decided to take a vacation, and that's really what today's episode is all about. We took a vacation. Well, you'll see where maybe the shirt that I'm wearing kind of is a hint of where we actually went to. But one thing I want to do before we get today's episode started, we have some thanks. We have some thanks for some people.
We have to give thanks to those angels who helped us along the way.
We had some people that really facilitated some real issues that we had. Either starting to book our trip or helping us on the way back, or people that we even met during our travels. Some subscribers coming out of the woodwork from different places, everywhere from
giving it away already.
Everywhere from the airport when we were going through, recognized us in the airport and in the U.S., even in the U.S. Well, let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and give some thanks. And we got to start off first by thanking a couple in Minnesota who helped us since 2021. I believe it was 2020 or 2021?
2020.
When we first started trying to fly to the U.S. to visit, because we normally fly about once a year. And we had lots of issues because of the pandemic. And you remember when everything locked down, the airlines, you couldn't communicate anything? Well, we had a Filipino couple who have become U.S. citizens, and they both work for Delta Airlines. At the time, they both worked for Delta.
They were working for Delta. And
they reached out to us when they saw we were having difficulty. From the subscriber channel, they actually contacted us. And this is Dennis and Wendy Labajo in Minnesota. And they contacted and said, "We heard you were having a problem with Delta Airlines, and let us help you. And they both worked at the time, and they took care of it. They not only took care of it one time when we couldn't travel after the delay
second extension,
third extension, and the third extension. And I think it was about the fourth time we were finally able to fly. But they did this willingly and most kindly and helpfully to get us to be able to get it. So anyway, Dennis and Wendy, we want to thank you, right?
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you so very much. So those are the first angels in the list of angels that helped us out back and forth. And then the next thing, when we actually arrived, we're going to start here and we'll try to put it in chronological order so we can jump right into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, which is our vacation. And the next one is going to be Kenneth from Korean Airlines. When we stopped at the, we had problems, we had difficulties. Our tickets were no good when we went to the counter, but he did all of his magic on the Delta.
It was not confirmed by Delta.
Yeah, but he did all his magic and he got us confirmed, and he hooked us up, making sure that we could fly out of Delta. And then on the way back, on the trip on the way back, we had some help from a USAA airline reservation person who we called USAA, which is an American company, and we got a hold of something that sounded like a Filipina on there, and indeed it was. It was April Enoch, who worked for USAA travel, and she hooked us up with all our travel
Yeah.
Oh, I almost said where we're going to. Oh, it's okay. Now, briefly, before we did fly from the United States, from South Carolina over to Hawaii, we ran into a lovely couple in the Walmart parking lot in Somerville, South Carolina.
Yeah, can you imagine?
And that's Pete and Julie Zedek. And
Julie.
they ran us down. They ran us down in the parking lot, even though that we had our masks on.
Yeah.
We had our masks on, and they recognized the two of us.
They recognized him first.
And then he said, "Just make sure. Let's make sure."
Yeah, it's my PI dream.
It's the my PI dream, guys.
And I came.
Let's wait on the wife. And then when they saw us, even with our mask on, they said, yeah, we're confirmed. And they ran out to the parking lot. Anyway, they wanted to let us know that they're an avid watcher of the channel. And I think, what did they say? They were the chief of the head of our fan club in the United States. Anyway, Pete and Julie, thanks for meeting up with us there. Yeah, hope to see you again on our next trip. Well, let's go ahead and get into the actual episode, which is our trip to Hawaii. Now, Ness hasn't seen any of the edited footage that you're getting ready to watch right here. This is something I worked on yesterday to try to get this video closed out. So this is the first time she's seen it. So I'm surprised. I'm going to be surprised with what her opinion is and some of her comments as we go along in today's episode. So let's go ahead. So right here is we landed. We landed and we took a rental car over to the Haley Koa Hotel in Waikiki, and this is where we spent the 7 days. And this is a view from our balcony in the hotel that we were staying at there. And the first day was basically just kind of walking around, getting familiar with the resort that we were staying at, and just getting comfortable so that we knew where to maneuver in and out. And Haley Koa is beautiful, huh?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Nature.
The nature, the landscaping, the trees, absolutely wonderful. The layout, and it's right on Waikiki. It's right on the beach. The first night we stopped at, there was live music. So we got, I'll be quiet about this moment.
Hey, that was your welcome.
Yeah, the birds are overly friendly there. Our first night, after we got off the plane, nice relaxing music and sitting out at the barefoot bar, right? We hung out there for 3 days. Now the next morning, we started off. Our daughter suggested we go to the farmers market. She accompanied us here, and it was really nice. It was a nice way to spend. I think this was a Saturday morning, right? Saturday morning, and lots of really nice vendors inside there. Some nice music in the background. Open air. Hawaiian food. Hawaiian coffee there. You can see Hawaiian treats. I think this is something like halo halo here, isn't it? Is this what they were making? Yeah, look at the ice. Oh yeah. Or maybe one of these, the different drink, the tea drinks inside there. Oh, and this is sugarcane. They make a drink with sugarcane here. The extract. Look at there. It was a very pleasant day. And then we left there, we came back to the hotel, and we got familiar with the swimming pool, which we ended up finding out that it was a really great place. And we actually, almost every day for a portion of the day, we spent at the swimming pool. And you can see right off the back side of the swimming part of the resort was the beach. The beach. The pool was laid out beautifully, and there was something for everybody. For adults, for the kids. This area is for the children. You know everybody around here. So, what we're going to do, you go down the tunnel, you go the round one, because I think it's too small for me. I think I can stuck in there if I go through it. He went down? Well, he's skinny. You're dead skinny. Look at me. I got this big belly. You go down, and I count to 5. Then I go down. We should both come out at the same time at the bottom. Okay? Okay. Good. I think I became a kid. think I became a kid there.
You're always a kid.
I love water theme parks and swimming.
Nah.
What are you going on? What is that? Is that a boat? Ship? Is that like a pirate ship? Yeah.
She's waiting for it to.
Are you waiting for the water?
It's about to burst. That's the best part about it.
Yes, you did it. And then we just kind of had fun through the swimming pool for the rest of the afternoon. I believe that part of the day.
First, I'll go up with you.
When the water it was salt water, chlorinated water. It was not like our pool here. It's supposed to be healthy for your skin. It was just a fun day with the grandkids. Then that evening I believe we went to the Hula Grill, and this is near Ford Island by Joint Base. What are you getting, Maddie?
What is it, Maddie?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese?
Yeah, this is by Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam.
It's Hawaiian. It says hula pie.
Oh, that was
Big ice cream.
wasn't that delicious? What's the name of this place?
Moana Surfrider, and you just go down there, and then they'll call your reservation.
Okay, well, oh, that's what it says right there.
Oh my,
This is the hotel. What it looked like.
there's a balcony.
It's like a history of the hotel here, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, look at that.
We were waiting for some like a movie star to come out of that big limo. I don't know who rented that, but we were waiting. We never saw. This is the actual. We did the tea on the lanai.
And you too? Oh, look at that. So ladylike.
You can put one sugar
What
cube
kind
in
of tea did you get?
like the pod.
Some milk if anybody wants some.
Is this good stuff?
Maddie, that's not what you do.
All right. Good? Is it good?
Very good.
Maybe because they're the cheetah girls?
What's this one, right? This one?
Shaka!
Everybody happy with this one?
I got glasses! I got glasses!
The kids really enjoyed the porch on the top on the second floor in the front. And that's Diamond Head, just down at the end. So it's very, very close. It's walking distance to Diamond Head. So we just kind of hung out a little bit on the beach, took some photo opportunities out there. Everywhere in Hawaii is a great photo opportunity, yeah? No matter where you go. Okay, so this is I think this was the same day, and what we did was we went over to Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam. We looked at some of the historical sites on the base.
Papa, can I show you something? It's super cool.
And there are several historical significant sites here, memorials from some of the ships that were sunk during the Japanese invasion of Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. And we tried to capture some of that. And if you look here, the strafing mark, these are actually like the machine gun that they didn't repair. They left that in memory of what happened that day, and it's all over. They have this all over on the Pearl Harbor side.
From the talking.
And you can see in the back, that's the Arizona Memorial. You can take a tour. They have a little ferry that will take you to that. And on this side, right over there is Big Mo. And then this is the Oklahoma menorah right here to give tribute and remembrance of all those who lost their life on the USS Oklahoma. And in the background right there, that's the Big Mo, the USS Missouri. As you can see, the significance of that one is where it was the site where the surrender was in. Oh, did we nail it? You want to tell us what all this is?
So all those marks are all bomb marks.
All bomb marks. Wow, that was from the airplane, the Japanese airplanes, huh?
Up there is the biggest one.
Up there's the biggest
By the
one?
pipe.
Yeah, by the pipe. But there's a lot of big ones. Look down here.
Oh, whoa. Oh, wow, look at that one.
Look at that big one right there.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at that big one.
That's a big one. What about over here? Look over here.
There's not very much.
But this building, it was a dormitory. It took the most casualties in one single area of any of the places on Pearl Harbor that day. And we closed the day out here at the restaurant here for a really, really good dinner. And on the way back, we just missed it. They did a big, we were coming out of our parking lot, the parking garage for the vehicle, and on the beach they were doing the big, so I just captured a few seconds there. Well, somebody told us that for some of the best fish around here is to go right down to the piers. Don't go to the restaurants on the main strip of Waikiki, but come down where they actually pick it up and where they distribute out a lot of the fish down in this area. So they said one of the really good places here is Nico's on Pier 38. So that's what we're going to check out here today. And we're going to check out the fish market itself. And the prices were good. The prices were good there. Yeah. This is the fish a place. It's like a store that sells most of the fish, the fresh fish.
Put on pokeballs.
That's right. Oh, and I didn't think I would like that. It looked like lots of raw fish, but it was so good. That's it right there. You mix it up. You choose several different types of fish, and they mix it up with rice and smoked. Very good. I know what we did here. We decided to spend the evening, since we still have some time, to take a nice evening. We're better than to have a Mai Tai in Hawaii. Why not at Mai Tais? And what vacation in Hawaii would not be complete unless you do the luau? And that's what we're doing tonight. We're doing the luau. We traveled about 45 minutes from Waikiki all the way to, Kapolei? Kapolei. It's all the way to the west end of the island here on the big island of Oahu. So anyway, we are at a place called Paradise Cove, and this is where the event is going to be tonight. So join us for this fun luau event. Oh, you're getting the one with alcohol, huh? Now this is usually what I envision, the lei being wrapped over your head. Now that's my
Finally
vision.
we had the
yeah,
lei.
we finally got to do that.
Yeah. I thought they would do that in the airport.
I thought so too, yeah. And this is a little lagoon.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is where I learned that I could never survive
Yeah.
if I had to have a spear and provide food for my family.
You hit the ground.
You're not gonna get any pigs from me. You're starving. And this was a little lagoon on the side, and that's actually not a dead seal. That's actually it was laying there resting. There was signs around it that said, "Don't bother the seal." That this is normally what they do. Celebration when they're bringing the pig up from the ground. That's the main thing from the luau.
2, 3. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the ancient way of cooking. Now they'll be coming around the arena so you can have up close pictures of our luau.
It doesn't have drinks.
This was actually my favorite part. I love the fire tossing, acrobats. But Ness had a different experience. Ness actually got bit by
He was bitten by a centipede.
So
I didn't know it was a centipede when I grabbed it.
All right, today we have one more adventure. We're going to go out to the Dole Plantation, and that's up by the North Shore. It's kind of like where we were at last night for the luau. So let's go ahead and head out there and see what they have at the Dole Plantation. Now this is up by the North Shore. It took us about 45 minutes to an hour from Waikiki to get here. All right, we're going to take the Pineapple Express train tour. Because it was like nobody there at the very beginning, but within 1 hour, it was over an hour waiting line.
Oh, you got a nice
Just to take a little 2-mile train ride.
Thank you.
Aloha, and welcome aboard the Pineapple Express train tour. This 2-mile, 22-minute train ride will take you through a working plantation of pineapple and other crops, often featuring fields in all stages of growth, from planting to harvest. And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Tools, garments, and plants, including pineapples from Mexico to Hawaii.
But it was funny. You see, it's the coconut trees. I'm like, oh, we got that in our backyard. I see. What is it? Avocado? Oh, we got that in our backyard. I saw a sugar cane. That's right across the fence from us. Pomelo. Oh, we got that in our backyard. So almost everything they had, with an exception of a few
We
things.
don't have to go to Hawaii.
We don't have to go to Hawaii. We kind of got Hawaii in our backyard here. And Batangas is known for its coffee here. Rambutan, they're known for their rambutan. Everybody's got rambutan trees around here. And jackfruit, of course, we harvest some of our own jackfruit as soon as we got back. And we used to have a cacao tree for the chocolate, but we had problems with it, so we'll have to replace it. They got a very nice store, Dole Plantation store with lots of souvenir gifts and lots of products.
Pepper, I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, lots of products from the pineapple and the things that they grow in the area. Oh, and this was my favorite stop inside there because ice cream is my weakness. This is my Achilles heel. So which one did we choose?
It's so big. It's just so big.
It was huge.
I thought it would be only small one.
Now, the gardens were really beautiful. Although we have something like we have the foxtail palm here, there were some other varieties inside that we don't have. I think they're available here, but we just haven't put them in our subdivision. This type of palm, they have those on some of the sidewalk areas. Well, after a great morning over at the Dole Pineapple Plantation, what better place to get a quick perk for the afternoon but at a coffee farm. So we're going to stop here at Green World Coffee Farm, which is right down the street from Dole. Let's have a cup of coffee. Thank you.
What I read to you is what they have.
Okay, I'm gonna take.
Then we had the great opportunity to attend. We were invited to a kindergarten graduation at Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, and it was so great to watch the kids, huh? And we were so proud of all of them, but especially one. Trying not to be biased, but of course grandparents are going to be like that.
We not only celebrate our kindergarteners, very soon to be first graders, but we also celebrate you. Give yourselves a hand.
Hold on, and then. Okay, wait, we're gonna do. Awesome! We're gonna do a picture with the Seamster and you and all of your things.
On our last evening that we're going to be here in Hawaii, we're going to do a dinner cruise, and it starts out right here at the Aloha Tower, and we're going to be going on the boat right over here, and I'll show you the boat. We're going to be having the dinner cruise on the Star of Honolulu. Now our daughter actually used to work. She used to work on this one for quite a while. She was like cruise director, media director, something like that on there.
Nice to see you. Okay, you guys are gonna go straight.
Actually, the host here, she's a Filipina. She's a little, Now we had a wonderful time on that trip to Hawaii, and mainland U.S. as well.
And seeing our children.
Yeah, seeing the kids and the grandkids. Yeah. It was a great time after being kind of locked up for such a long time with the pandemic. So it was a great opportunity to catch up on a lot of old family and friends. So that's about it for our trip. We're putting this together so that we can move forward on our normal day-to-day vlogging here inside the Philippines. We still have one more. No, actually, the next episode, I believe, we caught up with some friends from Cebu. And we had lots of visitors. And we had lots of visitors. We've had lots of visitors because while we were gone, while we were out of country, we didn't let anybody know. This was like our secret. That's not a secret anymore. But we had a lot of people during the month of May. Especially the month of May, that said, we're in the Philippines because travel is kind of easier.
So
can
we lots of visitors.
Well, they said, they came in May and they said, can we come and visit you? We're like, we're not in the country right now. And we let them know when we were going to be back. And we got the first week that we were back. First week, a little week and a half. We had lots of visitors. So we're going to share that with you on our next episode. We're going to share a very special visit by a special person from Cebu. And you'll remember, if you're a longtime subscriber, you'll remember this person because we mention that person a lot.
Yeah.
And we actually have some neat stuff that we did.
You'll enjoy.
You'll enjoy that the next episode. Anyway, that's about it. We hope you enjoyed today's episode of our vacation out of the Philippines right now. And we hope you'll hang around for a bunch more videos that are coming soon. Anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little dream heart in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified if you ring that bell the next time we upload a video. So until such time, from right here in the beautiful, beautiful Philippines, you have a wonderful and blessed day. enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.